That's how we just get rich in this place. You can't get rich in this place. Like, the other day, me and Tazo were talking about these so-called 1% that just call themselves in this country. But when you do the history, you say, okay, down here as peddlers of clothes, and now they own everything in fucking China. Well, I'd say Tazo, like, go and see peddling clothes, but they're so rich. Now you know how they get so rich? That's either that. They do wickedness, they bring drugs in the country and whatnot. Right? That's how we just get rich in this place.
Majority of people know about them the Syrians and the Sabbats, wherever the case is. I mean, hey, a lot of people who work on the toilet know all of the things, right? Drugs, guns, the shotgun with lights that are in the country. I can't remember whether it's 2012, 13, somewhere around there. Right? Then all they bring in all the containers. People know.
This is Jeremiah chapter 12 verse 1. Righteous art thou, O Yahweh, when I plead with thee. Yet let me talk with thee of thy righteousness. Wherefore doth the way of the wicked prosper? Wherefore are all they happy that deal treacherously? Thou hast planted them, yea, they have taken root. They grow, yea, they bring forth fruit. Thou art near in their mouth and far from their reins. So as he said, the way of the wicked prosper, but the way of the righteous ain't going nowhere. You understand? That's why look to it. And the scripture said these are the ungodly that prosper in the world.
Ezra said, are they then at Babylon more
better than their Jerusalem?
These people Habakkuk himself said, Habakkuk chapter 1, he said,
it's the book of Psalms chapter 92 and verse 7. When the wicked spring as the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever.
Yeah, so for whites want to destroy forever. Jake, no, because as a Jake, it's a right to live as a king.
God bringing them to judge them. God bringing them back to judge them. Bringing them back all at once. Yeah, so not all at once, but bringing them back in a large multitude so you can judge them. Understand? But where the scripture says they are younger than I, these are all the people. It's Esau. Understand? But the most I bring back, Edomites making them multiply. The scripture says it is that if it's children multiply for the sword. So God bringing them back rapidly so that he can destroy them. Understand?
This is the book of Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 2 to verse 3. It says, O Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear, even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save? Why dost thou shew me iniquity, and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Right, come, yeah.
Wrong judgment proceeded. Right? Because the law is slack. So these people and them down here who run in this country now, upholding the law that themselves right in the constitution. Themselves right because they're not upholding it. Alright? Hey, friggin' Prime Minister is one of the biggest lawbreakers in according to the Bible, bald head, bald face. So he not about keeping no kind of law. That's how he is. That's how all of them is. And he dumb niggas go and vote for them next year. Come next year, they're going to put them back in power and give them power over your fucking life again. You understand?
If not them worse than them, because the Elamites surely not going to keep the law from inside.
Elamites, let me tell you.
Hey, Shalom, Salakia, Yahweh, Shem Yahushai, Shem Kakodash, James Guyana.
Elamites in this country, there's head niggas more than fucking niggas in this country. I'm telling you.
Everybody has to eat that food as come last year.
Everybody has to eat that food. You see that? That's what they put on the floor. All them let's eat everyone.
Job 12 verse 6. That the tabernacles of robbers prosper, and they that provoke the Most High are secure, into whose hand the Most High bringeth abundance.
You feel like one forever and ever? The tabernacle of robbers. All they rob we.
Job 12 6.
The so-called white man robbed us of what we supposed to have. He have it right now, calling himself we, living like kings. Over there in Israel and all over the world, I'm living like kings. We living like this come out here, right? And then when we come outside here and telling the people, hey, we supposed to be where them is, or they vex with me, or they want to kill me, or we to death, or they want to do we all kind of wicked. But we just fighting for we rights. So we don't have a right to fight for we rights. That we rights. We right is to be the kings of this earth.
That's right.
According to the Bible, according to the Most High God, that is our God-given right to be the kings of this earth. Most High say he made the earth for our sakes. He didn't make the earth for no white man's sake, no Chinese man's sake, no East Indian man's sake. Right for we, this is for we sake.
This is Lamentations chapter 3 verse 59. O Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, thou hast seen my wrong. Judge thou my cause. Thou hast seen all their vengeance and all their indignations against me. Thou hast heard their reproach, O Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and all their imaginations against me. The lips of those that rose up against me, and their devices against me all the day. Behold, they are sitting down and they are rising up. I am their music. Render unto them a recompense, O Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, according to the work of their hands. Give them sorrow to heart, thy curse upon them. Persecute and destroy them in anger from under the heavens, from the of the Lord.
Yes, Most High go and destroy everybody who fight against Jerusalem. For all of their wickedness, because they, as I say, this is the right. Alright? And hey, don't feel our God not hearing us. Most High say, my people shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face. The God hearing me. When we outside here crying day in, day out, praying, saying, we just try our best to fast as much as we could, pray, alright? And we ask the Most High to hear we prayers because we fell up at the sofa, white man praying foot up the ass. And you dumb niggas, or they don't even understand why they have a foot up all their ass right now.
He said that what's everything now? It come like a bank and come over here, you know, and you know, we just put in money. When the time, my investment. So when the time of trouble come, you know, to use investment when the times of trouble. Understand that? That's why we're not supposed to be sinning while we're in the street. Yeah, sorry.
What's up?
Quick one for you.
I have something here.
Go ahead.
This is let's go back about what I was saying. This is Proverbs 21 and 20. There's treasure to be desired and oil in the dwellings of the wise, but the foolish man spendeth it up. Right? Because as he said, it's a spiritual investment. Always a spiritual investment. Right? You think about money. You have an investment, you have a timeshare, you have a trust fund. Right? Anytime there's going to have a period of time you have to keep the savings, then there's going to have a period of time you're going to bust our fund. The time for us to bust our fund is when we're going into what? Jacob's trouble. Even leading up to Jacob's trouble. Because the scripture talk about he shall bring forth fruit and your fruit shall remain. The fruit is of what? The fruit is of wisdom, knowledge and understanding. And we're going to see if it's going to remain because our work is going to be tried. Right? How much, hey, it's not about coming out here and regurgitating them precepts. How much you understand them precepts, how much them precepts resonate with the spirit. That they're rooted and grounded in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So know that whatever you have to go through in the future, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is merciful and he's going to save. If I can tell you what you say, you are
come like right now, all of in a time frame being measured to see what we could do in a certain time frame before the troubles come. When the troubles come now, in that next time frame again to see, you know, just be faith and everything. That's how what you say.
So we have Nicholas was talking about the spiritual background. It says Tobit chapter 4 verse 21. It says, and fear not my son that we are made poor, for thou hast much wealth if thou fear Yahweh and depart from all sin and do that which is pleasing in his sight. So you see how much wealth. That's how we store up.
In Revelation chapter 2 verse 9, it says, I know it by heart, but I'm going to bring it down to that here. Start seeing. Revelation chapter 2 verse 9. It says, I know thy works and thy tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogues of Satan. But what we rich with? We rich with our spiritual understanding, the first fruits. Right? And we're going to cash into our richness. We're going to cash into our wealth. We're going to be cashing into it right now. That's why we out here in the highways and byways. Because we just Lord, hey, we have to share. Right? And as we share, we're calling it the sheep to the flock. Right? We're calling the sheep, the lost sheep into the sheepfold. Right? But it's also going to work to keep us rooted and grounded to be what? Sure and firm in the Yahweh Shem Yoshai. The time of Jacob's trouble, the time when the whole earth is going to be tried.
This is Proverbs chapter 8, verse 8 and 19. It says, riches and honor are with me, yea, durable riches and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, yea, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver.
Now, what's that fruit? So that fruit, that's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we are blessed with. You understand? And it all starts with the name of Yahweh Shem Yoshai, and it all starts with the gift of faith. So we have these tools, we have the name, and we have the gift. What we're gonna do, we have to put it to use it. Huh?
Skill.
Yeah, we have the skill too, God. But the scripture says, well, you have to strive for the mastery. Right? Rightfully dividing the word of truth. You know? Because at the end of the day, these gainsayers, right? They're not really contended because they don't have the mastery.
The Revelation 3 verse 18, it says, I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich.
If I could say this, that scripture, come like you're buying shares. You understand? And when you buy a share, that growing for certain amount of time, come like a talent. You understand? Yeah.
And white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thy eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see.
If I could say, that was the church of Laodicea, and they were actually, they had worldly wealth. They used to make their own eye salve. So what the Most High basically telling them, hey, come and get the true thing, come and get the real deal. What you all have, these kind of things that you all have is not what I value.
Revelation 3 verse 17 says, because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind.
Yeah, because they're watching the carnal riches, the temporal riches that they had and taking it even rich. Like plenty of people out in the world today might have a nice fancy car, a big house, and they say to yourself you're rich. But really actually you're wretched and you're naked. You don't have nothing. Once you don't have this wisdom, you have nothing. Alright, because the scripture says if riches be a treasure to be desired in this life, get riches, get down wisdom.
This is Proverbs 30 verse 8. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee, and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of Yahweh in vain.
Hey, that's what that kind of goes back to these other Hebrews life fractions, because they woke up in a dream You understand? Because you out here, alright, you pawn your garments, whatever the case is, you come out here saying Hebrew Israelites, especially to the ones who calling on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You ain't going to even study like me, whatever the case is. You just a hypocrite. But you studying your fancy garments, you're out there, you understand? You studying the things of the world, right? You don't really have the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, so really actually you don't have the riches, right? Because the riches of the Most High is the fear. That is what we're going to guide you through to these last days we're coming. The fear of the Most High. When the Most High put a test towards you, like what Brother Yatazap was saying, He going to try your faith. When you're hungry, will you go and eat somebody selling pig? Will you go and buy pig or whatever the case is? Because that's the only thing. No. The Most High might drop a mango for you or whatever the case is when you refrain from that wickedness. Alright? So, the riches of the Most High is wisdom. Which wisdom is the fear of the Most High. And Scripture says, within all I get to get understanding. Alright? And understanding is to depart from evil. Alright? So for you, really and truly, you other Hebrew Israelite fractions more wicked than the Christians. But you wake up to the fact that knowing that you're a Hebrew Israelite, but still taking up certain customs of the heathens, alright? And you're taking the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in vain. Alright?
Yeah, going back to it, you know, the church allowed, you see as Brother Kalab was saying, they were rich, they were physically rich, they was producing eye salve, right? They was producing some other things too, right? But it was well set. So they thought that they had need of nothing, but spiritually they was lacking. They were spiritually poor. You understand? Because they had many offenses was going on there. You know?
This is James chapter 2 verse 5. It says, "Hearken, my beloved brethren, had not Yahweh chosen the poor in this world rich in faith and heirs of the kingdom which he had promised to them that love him?" So it says rich in faith. And poor of the world, the ones that don't have the world in their heart, that they ain't sidetracked by the things of the world. They mind focus on that penny, on that fruit. Understand?
Yeah, one of the meaning of the word faith is to be what? Trustworthy. Or faithful is to be what? Trustworthy. So we have this duty to come out and every week as a strict command to come out and teach. So the Lord says when he comes, is he going to find faith on earth? What he's going to find when the bridegroom comes, what he's going to find you doing? You understand? Is he going to find you doing his work? Is he going to find you a sluggard? Right? The scripture says what? The sluggard will be gathered by reason of the cold. Right? And then have a next scripture that talk about the sluggard. They will be wanting in the time of what? The harvest. Right? And that time is coming because what the scripture says, the harvest is ripe. Right? The harvest is ripe. But the fishermen are going to be turned into what? Hunters. Right?
Well, it's a back right? This is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 1 and 2. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the heaven is my throne and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that he built unto me? And where is the place of my rest? For all those things hath my hand made, and all those things have been, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor, and of a contrite spirit, and trembleth at my word.
Yeah, so when you look at it, right, if the Most High will let that somebody, let's say, right, is to die, and the person says, Lord, I don't want to die, come like you being selfish, but you don't want to do the will of the Father desire that you should die. Let's say that. Yep. You understand? That's my point. The Most High wanted to dead, that's his will, and he wanted to tell him what, Lord, I want to live. Don't turn it back on him. Like himself. Yeah, that's it now.
The Most High looking at that man trembling at the word.
Will is important.
Well, the Lord said, if it be possible, take away this cup. Not my will, but thy will be done. You understand? So that's all humility. Paul said, the Apostle Paul said what? Be ye followers of me, as I am of Mashiach. Understand? So we have a leader who put off his riches, right? and came here as a mortal man to show us how to walk. Right? And to show us that it is possible to do it. Understand?
Come back here.
It says Luke chapter 4 verse 18. I said verse 17. And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah. And when he had opened the book, he found in the place where it is written, the Spirit of the Lord was upon me, because he had anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He had sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised, to preach the acceptable year of the Lord. So the Lord come out here to preach unto them, to minister unto them that are of a low estate. Understand? That's soaring. The rich not soaring. Alright, the ones with the silver spoon in them out, they're not soaring. I mean, they're soaring, but not after a godly sort. They're soaring because they're worrying if the stock market gonna be good for them tomorrow, or if their money gonna run out, or if teeth breaking in. And I started taking away sleep. So that is the soaring, but they're not soaring after godliness.
Much more than no press here, they'll get them real vexed. But if you find you no pressing you enough, they'll be more vexed now. I know everybody watch Robin Hood. You Robin Hood. Everybody watch Robin Hood. You ever see the Cardinal top man who was over the city? And he was just so pressing people on them. How vexed he was when he couldn't get to do it more. I know them let's think of rich no sorrow.
Shalom.
So Job 21 verse so that 13, it says, they spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave. Therefore they say unto God, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. What is the Almighty that we should serve him, and what profit should we have if we pray unto him? Remember the story of Lazarus and the rich man. And one of the parables, the rich in the world must take the mind. Alright, there was after the rich man being rich and Lazarus being poor, there was an alteration of things. When Lazarus was then rich and the rich man was poor, regretting the way he lived when he was rich.
Psalm 17 verse 14 says, from men which are thy hand, O Yahweh, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes.
Scripture say when they have their possession in this life, but there's a life after this life. There's an afterlife where they rich, alright, you elites, alright, you Rockefellers, head of you Edomites, and even you Edomites that trickle down. Alright, you one hand no possession as the guy had was in the coma. He showed the bridge on. He said, hey, the kingdom they basically insignificant. And no possession. They just is going to be in slavery. This is Luke chapter 6 verse 20. And he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did your fathers to the false prophets. A faithless man in here, a faithless man in taking into them. What really separates us from the two-thirds, alright, is that faith. That faith is what separates what happens on this side and not on the other side. Two-thirds don't want to hear you have treasure stored up in heaven, but they can't see. People believe in things that they can see, temporal things, telling them that they will be rich in the future and not now, and that a melanated man go and burst the skies and save them tutors don't want to hear that. Them saying no way how say them want to make it here. No. That's what I'm thinking about.
But to read and read.
Yep.
Scripture says unto you therefore who believe is precious. Understand? Unto you read 4 bag of precious.
Yeah, you think he said all he limiting all himself as a black man or by case of what two clothes are well fail to realize and other nation most I set up things and take them up, most I make the poor rich and make the rich poor. You understand? You have no power in your own hands to do nothing. You understand?
1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 8, for bodily exercise profit little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that is now and of that which is to come.
Something like that is now, that which is to come. Hey, Lord, no slack concerning his promise. And we believe in the promise of the life which is to come. And when we outside here, you understand? Because we believe in that promise. Because the Lord is precious to we. You understand? Yahweh Basham, Yahweh precious to the men. You get the apostles and the elders and the men all the way down. The Lord precious. But to these niggas outside here, Most High Son and precious. Yahweh going on dying on the cross for their hope, for their sins. They're not precious to them. You know what precious to them here? Ain't that the one receive some fucking shit blessing in the kingdom. In this kingdom. Some reparation. That precious to them. Huh? They are free fish from courts, as the brother said. Some reparation that these Democrats talked about in the 2020 election. They are going head over heels for that. Yeah, because well, at least you go and get something. That's what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking about a so-called black man coming and them ruling over this. I'm not thinking about that. I'm not thinking about the so-called white man underneath the feet. Bowing down before them. They're not thinking about that. They're not thinking about rulership. They're not thinking about glory. They're not thinking about owning slaves. They're not thinking about being righteous continually. They're not thinking about that. They're not in their thoughts. Scripture said the Most High is not in all their thoughts.
To them,
not go on to jail.
to them is better to dwell in Egypt. They remember the onions.
Egypt, I was sweet to them. But fuck Egypt.
That's right.
Understand?
The Proverbs 29 verse 18, it says, where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
You see, and these niggas out there now, they can't see nothing. Yeah, as I said last night, I had to them come out. One of them seen his vision 2020. Man, he promised them some years ago. And that vision may be 2019, and that vision is didn't come to fruition yet, bro. Because niggas still killing each other, you are nothing in this country. First it's sad to close down the only freaking resource for petrol. First it's sad in this country, so it's vision 2020 failed.
Yeah, brother, I was talking. I came on my email. They were saying that imagine in prison, right? And while in prison, you see now the population crumbling, water, you know, the water system failing, the infrastructure crumbling, everything that's crumbling, and you see, you know, they go our way out very soon. And now what happening right now, we see that, but we are the eyes, as they say, in the genre.
Yeah, we are the prisoners. We have a Basham, Yahweh reaching that way with that light, and we fall, all our fall with it.
If I may say one thing, right? As we was mentioning earlier on, we is the glitch in the matrix. We are the glitch. You know, we are the glitch in the matrix, because what you just said the word, them living in the matrix.
Yeah, like the guy who came up earlier, he in the blasted matrix saying he's not a spirit.
God.
You understand? But we come out of that. You understand? As brothers going on, the scripture says, let thy eyes be single. You understand? So long as your head basically
The scripture talk about that bridge where it's the fire on one side and the water on one side. You have to be walking on that thin road, making sure that hey, you ain't getting distracted watching the water here because the water might pull in. You know, anybody who know about that, anytime you watch a raging river, or by the cases, sometimes it pull in, you can't be watching the fire because you know you have to keep your eyes single on watch the goal at the finish line, which is the kingdom, which is Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai, eternal life. Understand?
Problem with that fella who come, they had to feel that because he's not a hardcore slave, you know, he's slave. But you can be a millionaire and building a house and the government telling you can't go more than one story. You might have to go to tongue and country planning. And you might build a house and it might be a whole around. And you have to go and get clarification from so and clarification from here. And you understand? So you're a slave.
Slave is just our next word for servant, you know. These public servants or by the case of the public slaves.
That way talking about it right now, my father, he was building a house on this piece of land here, and he fractured across it. And they're telling me you can't go more than one, you can't pop 2 stories, you gotta pop 1. Send him the right here and tell him you gotta pop one story. You can't go
if I could say one thing, right? Abraham Lincoln, it really wasn't to free slaves. All he did was just emancipate them from one place and start giving them a salary. Like a man once said, you know, let a slave do what you want and make him feel free. Yeah. But really and truly, you ain't free. Because when you get that money now, you still have to go and pay all these taxes. So, gone.
But the difference between freedom and privilege. We have is privilege, we're not free.
Done.
On his vision. It says Luke 21 and verse 29. And he spake to them a parable, behold, the fig trees and all the trees, when they now shoot forth, ye see and know of your own selves that the summer is now nigh at hand. So likewise, ye, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of the Most High is at hand. They also talk about those who have eyes to see, let them see, and ears to hear, let them hear. So that is also talking about it, but you know we have eyes to see. Because what all the prophecies made plain unto us, we understand that Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy.
That's right.
Of foretelling, because he comes in the spirit of his father who said, I am Yahweh, there's none with me. He looked and he saw it was him alone. And then he again boasts of himself when he says what? I tell you of the ending and the beginning. How we doing that through prophecy?
To show you how prophecy is coming to pass. Fulfilling Revelation 11. When the scripture says fire proceed out of the mouth. Because when you go in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, it says what that wicked shall reveal, that the Lord shall basically destroy with the spirit of his mouth. And that is what we're doing right now. We're out here and we're spitting fire on each, so we're revealing the wicked. A couple of years back in slavery and just outside slavery, we couldn't do this. They would have hung us up on poles and burn us. But the fact that we're out here and we're speaking against the so-called white man, we're out here revealing him as the wicked that he is. Guess what? It shows that we are him. Because the scripture said that they shall not come except they be fallen away first and the man of sin will reveal.
It says, Jeremiah 23 and 29, is not my word like as fire, said the Lord, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces.
In scripture says, he shall put his word in your mouth as fire. Yes, son. Because the word is actually what cut. The word is what actually caused the people to stone this guy Stephen to death. Alright? Because of the word. You understand? Because their deeds were reproved. Right.
Back up to the Psalm. Jeremiah chapter 5. Jeremiah chapter 5 verse 14. Wherefore thus says Yahweh Hashem Yahushai of hosts, because he speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them.
That it shall devour them. Understand? But guess what? When you read Jeremiah 8 and I believe it's 12 or 8 or verse 16, it says that oh, they are all ashamed when they commit iniquity. No need could they blush. Understand? 2/3 of Israel is like this word not burning them. But understand, but you cannot stand against them in the day of judgment.
And they always say that, hey, I've been there, I've done that. So I look for God, I went through the scriptures and things. I fake, I lie. Like yesterday when with the chariot sighting, what they call the halo, Jake almost spiritual say, hey, God come in. And Elam jump up and push him off of his spirituality. The Elam jump up and say, we see, no man know the hour or the minute. And Jake swallow that. Nobody know when the Savior come in. No man know the hour or the minute, and Jake swallow that. You understand?
Anything has signs. When an earthquake and a blaze has signs, a tsunami has signs, hurricane has signs. Everything. Scriptures talk about the big ends at the time of the beginning, the time of the everything has signs. Understand? Just like when rain and come, everything has signs. Understand? And that is what the Lord do. He made signs and leave clues for the watchmen. So that the watchmen can give them warning.
Like back in slavery, most I didn't give me the privilege to go and preach at that time. But now, he had that privilege because the most I open that door for me. You understand? So it's all through the spirit of God. Most I, now I say, there's nothing that run it, you know, but it's by the spirit says God.
Hey, as the scripture says, he went into slavery, and you shall know that Israel went into captivity because of iniquities. So he went into captivity because of sins. So that wasn't the time to preach. But now when you go into Lamentation, I believe it's 4, it says what? That iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Jerusalem. Understand? So now we're out here preaching because our iniquity is accomplished. So we're out here prophesying against the so-called white man and all these other kingdoms. Alright? And prophesying about the acceptable day of the Lord. Yahweh Shemel Al-Shai.
The quote first Jeremiah 8, right, and 12?
And 12 or 16.
Yes, 12. Here. Jeremiah 8 verse 12. Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? Nay, they were not all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore shall they fall among them that fall.
Yeah, the word blush basically go back to the same thing, basically being shy. Like, you know, you're ashamed or something. You know, like how a woman's supposed to act. When the scripture says the woman's supposed to be shamefaced, why the word for shamefaced means she's supposed to be shy. See, you can't even look up. It's like what Ezra said. I think it's in I think it's Ezra, Nehemiah 9 and 2. When you're shy or when you're ashamed, shame, you don't want to, you don't look up. Just keep your head down. Let's see if I can find it real quick.
9 and 6. Ezra 9 and 6.
Yeah, Ezra 9 and 6, God. That is it, Ezra 9 and 6.
Ezra chapter 9 verse 6. It says, and said, O my power, I am ashamed and blush to lift up my face.
Yeah, you're ashamed and blush to lift up your face. So basically, too ashamed to lift up your face to the Most High. You understand? Go ahead.
To thee, my power, for our iniquities are increased over our head, and our trespass is rolled up unto the heavens.
You understand? So Lord said, hey, they did not shame. You understand? They do iniquity and they still say, God bless him. You understand? Like I watched a video today with a pastor in I think it's Ghana, and showing off all the riches, showing off in his car park. There's about 10 different, could be more, SUVs and expensive cars. You understand? And guess what? All that is we get out of people's pockets, so he's not ashamed. And that is 2/3 of Israel. They're not ashamed with the wickedness that they're doing. You understand? They're doing it and it's like they're doing it with a smile. You understand?
book of Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity.
Yeah, Lord ain't gonna do iniquity. Understand? So don't feel that you're gonna do iniquity. And the Lord there with you. The scripture said thou art of pure eyes and cannot behold iniquity. You understand? Hey, the Lord turned away his face from his son because all Israel's sins was upon him. So how the Lord go be in the midst of you when you do wickedness? Psalm 50 and 16 it says these things thou hast done and thought that I was at one with thee. The Most High wouldn't be with you when you do wickedness. You understand? So that's why the scripture said when a man tempted, you say that the Most High tempt him, but the Most High don't entice with sin. Understand? Well,
continuing, it says, every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not. But the unjust knoweth no shame.
Yeah, the unjust know no shame. You understand? The unjust, the scripture saying Jeremiah 5, they know not the judgment of the Most High. They don't know when the Most High bringing judgment. Jeremiah 2, I believe it's 30, said, in vain have I smitten your children. Understand? They receive no correction. So you're being punished and you don't even know what you're being punished for. Understand?
Psalms 26 and 5. I have hated the congregation of evildoers and will not sit with the wicked.
Understand? Somebody talk for me.
Alright, quick precept here for you to have. This is James chapter.
Something similar happened with Samson. With the covenant when Samson, the covenant what the mother had made with the Lord. When Delilah cut his locks, the scripture said that when the Lord left him, that was talking about the Holy Spirit that left him, but he didn't know until when the time of trouble came, you know, when he rose up to fight against the Philistines, they overcame him because the spirit that the Most High was not upon him. So that the same thing is what we're right now. Understand? Yeah.
So it's Isaiah chapter 42 verse 25. It says, therefore had he poured upon him the fury of his anger and the strength of battle, and he had set him on fire round about, yet he knew not. And it burned him, yet he laid it not to heart. And that is what going on with 2/3 of Israel. Understand? The calamity that they're in right now, they don't even lay it to heart. That it's because they're sinning against the Most High. And there's a reason God sent the teachers out here to teach them, hey, the reason why this happened because of your iniquities. Jeremiah 5:25, your iniquities have withhold good things from you. Understand? Because of your sins, why you see Jake dying on Jake dying every day in Trinidad. Every day. Understand? Every day about murder in Trinidad. Every day.
11 murders in 2 days.
What? Easter? Inside do offensive or they were celebrating Easter?
And that's the ones they know about. What about the ones they don't know about? Because they constantly finding bones in the forest. So that's the ones that they know about.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 1. Behold, the Lord Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai's hand is not shortened that it cannot save, neither his ear heavy that it cannot hear. But your iniquities have separated between you and your God, and your sins have hid his face from you, that you cannot hear.
Hosea 5 verse 15. That I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction they will seek me early.
Yes, you know them niggas getting afflicted. That's why you're going to see the Most High. But the Most High what? He say, it's over again and back.
Hosea 5 verse 15, it says, I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face.
Yes. The Most High will go and turn until all you acknowledge all your offense. Or you ain't acknowledging all your offense. Or you ain't acknowledging all your offense. Or you ain't saying that hey, you do wrong before you have about some your shine. Bowing down to Jesus the Christ. Bowing down to Serapis Christus. Bowing down to Allah 5 times every day. Going and take all your shala. Or well, fuck whatever you call it. Right? Or you go and pray on your Juma. Or your Muslim. Bowing down to Selassie. But then saying that all you're offending you have about Sham Yahushua. That is not all your God. Your God is
Go on, Ali.
Back here, go. He was saying that you know they ain't taking heed to the sins that they're sinning against Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is Psalm 51 verse 3. For I acknowledge my transgression, and my sin is ever before me. Against thee, the only have I sinned, and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mightest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest.
So, you know that you sin against the most, that you sin against the only have I sinned. But the scripture said, Lord, basically, Lord said, He shall show compassion upon Nineveh that don't know the left hand from the right. Understand? The scriptures talk about the children of disobedience. The scriptures also said, in the time of this ignorance, the Most High win. So it had one point where, you know, Israel don't know they're doing things that written in the law or that against the law, but they didn't know that they were going on because the country was snared with a hot iron. But now is the acceptable time of the Lord when the Lord make Him manifest His word. So now they have no proof for this sin because the prophet's out here. So that is why the Lord say, hey, you gotta repent. Repent and turn back. Understand, we're gonna slip at times, but our goal is to try to perfect our path, try not to slip. Understand, to appear blameless before the Lord. Our righteousness are as filthy rags, but that is not an excuse not to do right. We still have to fight the flesh. Understand? You got no excuse not to fight the flesh because the scripture said, consider the high priest of our calling Yahushai. Yahushai overcame the world. Understand? He was without spot. He took upon him of the seed of Abraham and not the nature of angels. So Yahushai came on in mortal flesh, being tempted just like any of us. But he overcame, so that therefore the power within us to overcome also.
That belongs to virgin birth also.
God.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13. It says, there hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
Understand? Now the Lord said, take my burden is easy and my yoke is light. Being as the scripture says, you cannot give it too much, that you can't carry.
This is the book of Acts.
Because it's a hard thing walking in this truth. Understand? We are perils on every side, as the scripture said. We are perils on every side. And that is the reason why the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai gave us the comforter. The comforter is what the understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The understanding of the word. The understanding to go into the Bible, to know how to break down the scriptures, to know the times. Because knowing the times is what actually gave you comfort. Alright? Knowing what going to happen to us, what's going to happen to our oppressors, knowing that it's about the kingdom to come, knowing that we're not going to be in this state for too long. That is a comfort, that is actually a comfort to your mind. And that is the best comfort, a peace of mind. Because you could be sitting on a large couch, lying down on a king-size bed. But guess what? If you don't have peace of mind, then really and truly you're just sitting on the hard ground. You understand? Without a peace of mind.
This is the book of Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have
comfort go back to Nakam. You understand? But this comfort and a peace of mind. You understand? A peace of mind. That is what we're looking for, a peace of mind. The scripture say what? The bed is too short that a man can stretch himself, and the cover too short that a man can cover himself. You understand? We're not being in this world, we're not in a comfort zone. You understand? Comfort taken. The wicked don't even have comfort. The scripture says there's no peace to the wicked. You understand? One of the peace, one of the definition for the word for peace is rest. You understand? So you cannot rest with the wicked. One as the word comfort synonymous with the word rest. Because when you're resting, you want comfort. You understand? You want peace, you want quiet. You understand? So, even the wicked don't have comfort. You understand? Because this world, as the scripture said, Micah 2:10.
You know, them old people in the service are saying the devil always busy. You can't rest. Who knows the kind of dreams? Because we just begin dreams. Who knows the kind of dreams he does begin? Blasted slavery, captivity. You understand? Death.
In Proverbs 4 verse 16 it says, for they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they have caused some fall. 16. Proverbs 4 verse 14 it says, enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not into the way of the evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it and pass away. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they have caused some to fall.
Yes, I was saying stay away from wicked people. That's why you gotta basically be more around the brethren, be more among the brotherhood. Understand? Because their whole being is about doing wicked. Understand?
This is Micah chapter 2 verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Yeah, this is not your comfort. This is not your resting place. This is not your place. So arise and depart. And how we are rising and depart? We are rising and depart by coming out here on the forefront and prophesying until the day that Yahweh Shemir Shai come and deliver us. Because guess what? The enemy not going to release us. Yahweh Shai come and find the strong man so we can escape. Right?
It says, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction.
So it's polluted, and that is why nobody in no flesh can't have peace in this kingdom. The scripture says, since thou art cut down, the fir trees rejoicing. So not even the trees rejoicing. Animals not rejoicing. Nothing can rejoice in this kingdom. Because the air messed up, the water messed up, the food messed up. We don't even know if we, I guess what, I don't even know if I eat real food since I only eat. Be real. I don't know. Some people say peanuts good for you, but then they learn that peanuts is not even real, not real fruit. Corn not even real. Corn not original.
Tomato, watermelon.
You understand? When you look up corn is something like grains. You understand? But this thing where they have the big kernels, that is actually something genetically modified. No, all the big kernels, big corn like corn in the house. That is not natural. Hey, that is shit. When I eat that corn, you can't even eat it corn. You understand? So we don't even know what we're eating. You understand? You might think they're real coconuts, but they're not real coconuts. You don't know what we eat. I say eating real sheep for Passover, and it's not even real sheep. You understand?
In the book of Isaiah chapter 24 verse 4, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Hey, guess what? Really and truly right now, we're basically eating white bread from the earth. Because if the earth's supposed to have a year rest, so that when it plants again, it sends forth it nutrients into the vegetation. Guess what? Really and truly, when we eat fruit, we not get, basically we hardly get, when we think we get nutrients, we're not getting nutrients. You understand? When you think you get nutrients from the ground, you're really not getting nutrients. Because the land, you're not keeping the land sour. So if guess what? You might be realizing that it have elements in the ground that good to us, that we're not really getting. Or probably we might be getting, but we're not getting the right percentage. Let's say we're supposed to be getting 100%, we might only be getting 5% because they're not keeping the land sour. So when you think you're getting nutrients, you're really not getting nutrients. You're just getting enough just to survive and not to really live.
So that is sure the same spiritual life. When we come to camp, this evening, I was meditating about children, how they eat dirt and they don't get sick. This evening comes to camp, they eat dirt, but why they don't get sick? Because we are of the dirt. We are of the dust. Not even that, but the minerals. Sometimes they come like, if I hear people, you know about people who does eat soap. It's like they just walk through the soap aisle and they smell certain hand soap and they pick it up and they want to put it in their mouth. Right? It's just like something that's happened because naturally you might be lacking and everybody call them for it. That's okay.
My sister used to do that nonsense. I talk about taking blue soap and international.
Yeah, it's my dad used to take from a scorpion and he take dirt and mix it in water and drink it and nothing.
They pull out the toxin. From like Apostle was breaking it down. Which we knew is charcoal. Charcoal is a filter in nature. So when you go into the pharmacy and get charcoal pills, I think a regimen over a period of time it will detoxify your body. But it draws toxin, colloidal gold. What they do, they had the viruses. They show you can see it on YouTube, but they'll have 2 petri dishes with viruses, and they'll drop colloidal silver and colloidal gold in it, and they'll actually see, especially with the colloidal gold, the viruses run away. Viruses literally run away from the colloidal gold. Understand?
You know why Moses make them drink the cow?
Purify them in the wilderness. And then they leave the golden calf, they then grind it up into powder and drink it.
Son,
The gold is in a white powder, you know?
I know, I don't even know how you make it powder.
I don't know what it is, but it's edible. What did I know this now? It's edible.
Son,
What is the kill? Roast the smoke and kill. Roast it and put it in alcohol and juice.
I went to that because I think I scorpion and love. You know, it's dead, you know? I went to that.
hey, with that, I want to give all praises
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash.
we give double honor to the apostles of great blessing and well. Salutations to me, Francis Select, Trinidad Camp saying Shalawam, Shalawam, Mawayam, Mawayam, alright? Shalawam to the people there.
Shalom to the Akim and the coming boy.
Shalom.
Shalom.